Hey everybody, thanks for checking us out at Petersen's Bowhunting. Today we're at our local archery pro shop. I'm super excited. We have the brand new Wicked Ridge Raider 400 decock. For those who aren't familiar, Wicked Ridge is actually made by 10-point Crossbow Technologies. So a lot of the same features and technologies that you see going into those 10-point bows, which people love, you're gonna see in these Wicked Ridge models. But one of the great things is for people who are price conscious, who are on a budget, Wicked Ridge crossbows come in at a more affordable price point. You know, some of the great new features on this bow that we're gonna go a little more in depth include the new ACUdraw decock. Now the ACUdraw is not new, but the decocking process on this new Raider 400 is new. So it's going to allow for easy and safe loading of the bow, and also easy and safe decocking of the bow. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through the process of cocking the bow and take a couple shots, and then we're going to dive into a lot of the features. So stay tuned. So as I mentioned, the single biggest new feature on this Wicked Ridge bow is the ACUdraw decock, which allows for not only safe and easy loading or cocking of the bow, but also decocking when you leave the field. You know, over the years, one of the biggest challenges with crossbows is obviously when you're done hunting, if you don't want to leave the cocked crossbow in your vehicle, the options are you either use a discharge bolt, take a small target and fire it. Well, that eliminates a lot of those challenges. So with the ACUdraw, the way you load it is you simply take the sled, you pull it down, you lock it in place here. You want to make sure that the sled and the claws are seated properly on the string and also properly on the rail. There's a handle, has a new location here for Wicked Ridge crossbows. It's stored up here in the foregrip. You just simply pop it out. Has basically a ratchet system. You lock it in place and then you cock it up. And what it does is it takes 185 pounds of draw weight and reduces to simply 5 pounds. So it's really easy to load this bow. When you get up, it's going to pass the arrow retention bristle brush there, and you're going to listen for the sound of the click, which means it will be engaged properly and the safety on the crossbow will be activated. Just like that. Now, let's assume that you're leaving the field, leaving the woods at the end of the night, and you want to unload, decock the crossbow. Another safety feature they have is if you want to do this, to unload your bow, you simply push the button in, and then you reverse the turn on the handle following decock here. And what it does is it will let that bow down safely and easy. So what's great is you can take your hand off the handle, or if it accidentally comes off the handle, you're not going to lose control. It's going to stay locked in place due to the auto brake system. And then you're not going to hurt yourself, you're not going to damage the bow, and that is at any point during the process. So really, this is a great new innovation for Wicked Ridge. Some of the 10-point models have had it for a few years, but I'll tell you what makes this really stand out is this feature, something you might normally find on higher-end bows with a lot of additional bells and whistles. This bow here is only $7.99, and so it's a bow that shoots 400 feet per second, but has this loading and unloading device as well. And basically, that's as simple as it is when you're heading into the field or out of the field. You know, in addition to the ACUdraw decock device that allows for safe loading and unloading or decocking the crossbow, this Wicked Ridge Raider 400 has a lot of other great features. And what people really want to know about is what makes this crossbow tick. Well, it all starts with the 11-inch double laminated limbs, the Dynaflight 97 strings, and the S5 cams. That all work in tandem to power this. Now, this crossbow is designed to use the Match 400 20-inch bolts from Wicked Ridge and has the capability of firing bolts up to 400 feet per second. So that's actually one of the fastest Wicked Ridge crossbows ever. So in addition to having the ACUdraw, this bow is incredibly fast and incredibly accurate, and we're going to test it out in just a little bit. But one of the other great things about this bow is actually fairly lightweight. Wicked Ridge says it's about 6.5 pounds without accessories, but with the streamlined design, it actually balances and feels really nicely in the hand. No problem using this in a tree stand, tight or confined spaces. It really has a nice feel. And a couple of the other safety features on here, you see it has these large or extended safety wings to keep your hand from accidentally traveling up into the string path. Absolutely great. And also has their new dry fire prohibitor, which will prevent the crossbow from accidentally discharging if you don't have a bolt in it. Comes with a multi-lined 10-point scope. Other things that are included, it comes basically ready to shoot. You're going to get a 3-bolt quiver, 3 of the match 400 bolts. Obviously, it's going to come with lube and some other additional accessories such as your field points. But basically, you have everything you need to hit the range. And if you want to go as far as saying hit the field, all you're going to need is to add in your broadheads. But the best part about this is when you look at this bow from top to bottom, front to back, it has a lot of those higher end features you might expect as more expensive bows. Wicked Ridge says this bow is about 6.5 pounds without accessories. As far as dimensions, it's 31.5 inches from front to back, not including the stirrup. It's 15 inches wide from axle to axle when cocked. So we're going to hook that up and put it on the scale and see what it weighs. Checks in at just over 9 pounds, 9.25 pounds. But again, very easy to maneuver and shoot with this bow. It's a great bow if you're hunting tighter spaces, if you're in close confines in a tree stand or a blind. So it also has this incredibly stylish Peak XT camo finish. And what I want to do now is we're going to take some shots and see how it really operates and shoots on the range, because that's what everybody really cares about. So we've talked all about the great features of this new crossbow from Wicked Ridge, the Raider 400 decock. But when it really comes down to it, you want to make sure this is a bow that you're comfortable with and that shoots really well on the range. Again, it's advertised at a speed of up to 400 feet per second using 400 grain bolts that come with the Raider. We're going to take a shot, see how it feels, and share our feedback. And one thing I should mention, it does come with their new D1 trigger. It's a 2-stage 0 creep trigger, 3.5 pound pull, and they say it's their smoothest trigger ever in the history of Wicked Ridge. So here we go. Just off of my mark, but I tell you, it's an accurate bow. Didn't think the noise was exceptionally loud. Smooth shooter. And I think if you're looking for a crossbow that straddles the line between having some great safety and high-end features, but also being highly affordable, this is the perfect bow. Again, it's $799. So if you're shopping on a budget, if you need to make sure that you stay within a certain price range when you're looking for a new bow, this is a great option as you're getting ready for the upcoming hunting seasons. Check it out. You can visit your local Wicked Ridge dealer or wickedridgecrossbows.com. Look forward to seeing you out in the field.